everyone, welcome to week 5. The first thing that you will do is you'll open your reading assignments link. You will read argument analysis, all of those sections, argument and digital writing, all of those sections, and finally putting it all together. And then you can look over Prezi number 7 to give you some additional information or to bring your thoughts together. Now, as you move into this week we are working in earnest on project number 2. Now remember that this whole entire project, as I've said many times, is semester long, and every piece of it you are building week by week. So what you've done so far, if you think back over the weeks, you have done that analysis of somebody's writing, that rhetorical analysis, so you could really dig deeply into what they were saying. You've done a couple of annotated bibliographies, and you've done some primary research. You've also tried to create kind of a preview of this whole project so you kind of know graphically where you're going. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the literature review portion of a research argument. So if you think about the fact that eventually you are going to have an introduction with that background research, that secondary source research that you've gotten from journals, then you're going to have your study, your primary research spelled out, then finally a conclusion. That's basically what you're piecing together now. So we're looking at the first part of this argument, what other people have to say about your topic, your secondary research. So you can look at the building an argument assignment. But what you're going to do is you're really going to just simply create an argument where you embed your research from these 4 scholarly sources, these bits of information that you've found to help you in annotated bibliography 1 and 2. You'll have the typical, an argument embedded, in a thesis format in your introduction. And then you're going to think about reasons that support that claim. And those 4 scholarly resources are going to be supportive of those pieces of evidence. And then finally, you're going to have a counter argument and a conclusion. And these can be put together in any organizational pattern that you want. Maybe you're going to go in order of importance for those pieces of evidence. Maybe you're going to go in some kind of a chronological or sequential order. That will be up to you. All right, so that, of course, the draft is due Sunday at 11:55 p.m. This gives you just a little bit more information about what a literature review is. And basically, that's what you're creating in this argument. You're creating the literature review, what other people have to say about your topic. You're laying out that prior research. And there's a sample of project number 2 that you can look through in order to build that argument effectively. So in addition to turning in your rough draft by Sunday at 11:55 p.m., you're also going to turn in your peer review. So you're going to post your argument just like you've done before, or post your draft, and then you're going to look for another draft, and then Twitter style, you're going to respond. And if you click on the link to this document, it will just allow you to open up a Word document that cuts you off at a certain number of characters for each of your responses. So you'll type in, my advice is download the document just like I just did, type in your responses, save it, and upload it for your classmate.